Good evening, prayer warriors. We are on day 215 of the Book of Mystery by Jonathan Cahn. Tonight's devotion, God in the Image of Man. On the day of his death, the Messiah was arrested, beaten, bound, abused, mocked, humiliated, degraded, stripped naked, nailed to a cross, put on display as a blasphemer and a criminal, cursed, judged guilty, and condemned to death. It all happened on Friday, the 6th day. It was on the 6th day that God made man in his own image. Now it was again the 6th day, and it all happened in reverse. On the 6th day, God made man in his image. On the 6th day, man made God in his image. On the 6th day, the day of man's creation, God caused men to bear the image of God, an image of glory and perfection. So on the 6th day, the day of man's redemption, man caused God to bear the image of fallen man, as one who had fallen, as one found guilty, and as one cast out. All that was the image of man's fall. So God was judged as a blasphemer, because blasphemy was the sin of man. Man passed judgment on God, because man himself was under judgment. As God had made man in the image of God's glory, man now made God in the image of man's guilt and degradation. As God had made Adam in his image, it was now Adam making God in the image of Adam, as one who had transgressed, under judgment, and condemned to death, cursed and separated from God. When you look at the cross, you are beholding God in the image of man. God allowed himself to bear the image of man, that man might again be allowed to bear the image of God. God allowed himself to bear the image of fallen man, that man might bear the image of the risen God. So make it your aim that your life would become a reflection of his life, your nature a reflection of his nature, and your works a reflection of his works, your heart a reflection of his heart. Allow him to make you and form you into his image. For God bore your image in his death, that you in your life could bear the image of God. The Messiah in his death took up himself your image. Now take upon yourself his image. Live today in the image and nature of God. We're going to read 2 Corinthians 5, verse 21. For God made Christ who never sinned, to be the offering of our sin, so that we could be made right with God through Christ. Heavenly Father, thank you for this wonderful lesson. We just thank you for sending your Son, Jesus, God in flesh. And it breaks my heart what we